Today on the podcast, we're talking Jack White, Zanga, and Modern Day Fitzgerald. This is the Kansas City Podcast. Welcome to the Kansas City Podcast. I'm your host, Cole Lindberg. You know, many of you know me from the merry-go-round downtown.
Hey.
And if not, it's nice to meet you. You know, each week here on the Kansas City Podcast, we are joined by a one-of-a-kind KC native for a conversation on life in the city of fountains. And I have made my way to the world's noisiest Starbucks. So if you hear some, if you see, that's the thing, because like I like to go out and interview people in person.
Yes.
You know, like I don't have like
I appreciate.
I don't have like a set up studio or anything. I'm just like, hey, I gotta get out. I gotta see the space. But luckily for you, we get the Starbucks. How do you feel about this?
I feel very corporate right now.
You feel corporate? Okay.
I feel like that one scene in Fight Club where they like you should see like a lot of Starbucks product placements.
Yeah.
That's me. That's
okay,
me.
I'm with you. Okay, so I'll get to you in a second.
Oh,
but no, we're here in the Starbucks. So if you hear in the background, you know, some coffee being brewed or someone yelling at the barista about their mocha latteata or whatever, I don't know. You may hear some, but that's beside the point because I'm here. You've already heard his voice. I'm actually here with he's a. Would you say local musician?
You can say local musician.
Musician. He is the lead singer and guitar player and also marketing genius / booking agent / man of many hats for Modern Day Fitzgerald.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon.
Well, I didn't even say your name. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mica-Elgin Vi. Welcome.
Mica-Elgin Vi.
Mike. I practiced like 5 times before we even started, and I still
interrupted you many times during your introductions.
Mica-Elgin Vi is here today. Mica-Elgin Vi. Micah, welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
I am fantastic. It has been a busy couple days and weeks, but I'm alive and breathing.
I'm very happy to hear that. Now, you are, so I said it up front here, you're part of Modern Day Fitzgerald. We talked about Modern Day Fitzgerald on the show before. It seems like every 3 or 4 weeks we're talking local music here on the Kansas City Podcast because I've had local musicians on. I had Maxwell Griffith, who I know you've worked with in the past. You know, he was helping, did he mix, you have a new single coming out Friday. Did he help mix it?
He actually did, yeah. He helped mix and produced it. It was really cool because, like, I listened to, so Max did a little work with a band called Captiva.
Yeah.
And I was listening to it a while back. I was like, this guy this is dope. This is a great mix. And then and Max and I were friends on Facebook, but we haven't, like, officially met.
Gotcha.
But then he does a little thing on Facebook where it's like, hey guys, I'm looking for some people to work with. Who's interested? Dibs. I raised my hand and said dibs. And all of a sudden, we just started contacting each other, and then I sent him a little rough garage band demo off the song, and then he's like, I like it, let's do it. So then we just got into studio.
What's it called?
It's called Where Did You Go?
Where Did You Go?
Where Did You Go?
Perfect. It's a song title that it conjures up many questions.
Yes.
But also, and you would hope that through the music, you find the answer. Where did you go?
Where did I go? I lost it. I'm still lost.
Okay.
No, it was fun recording Max, and it's like this is one of the first songs where it's like I recorded a good, easygoing pop song.
Okay.
Where it's like nothing too crazy. It's just straight to the point, which you know I feel like some big artists are missing sometimes. There's like sometimes you just need that quick little
you need that like fun little bubblegum pop thing.
This is more of like a Sour Patch Kids song.
Okay, I gotcha.
That's what this is.
Okay.
But no, and it was funny. It's like it's only 2 minutes and 17 seconds, but it took us like 12 hours to record.
Wow.
So, but everything got done that day, and then Max and I just been emailing. We just been emailing back and forth about this whole song, and then it finally got finished, and we're like, let's release it. Let's do it. And then we did it.
So this Friday will be released. For people that have never heard Modern Day Fitzgerald before, now I always say that a band, no matter the band,
yes,
there are always 3 bands that you could put together that
Yes.
you come up with your band. So what are the 3 bands in your mind that, like, if you took these 3 bands and you put them in a blender, you piled them all up together, you're going to get Modern Day Fitzgerald? What do you got?
Only 3.
Only 3.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, if you need to throw like a little extra something on top with the
I
4th
may
one or
throw a
something.
little bit of extra
That's
on top,
fine.
but
Because people need, like nobody knows your band
yes.
per se. I mean, some people obviously know your band, but like if you had to describe your band to somebody, you've got to like tell them the influences. You got to say, oh,
That
we're
makes
kind of
sense.
like this. We're kind of like that.
One of the main bands I would mix it with is Weezer.
Okay.
Particularly the Blue and Pinkerton album.
Okay. Gotcha.
You gotta be very distinct when it comes to Weezer. You gotta say which album.
Got it.
Though I would say also Ben Folds
Oh, okay.
is a good one.
Ben Folds 5?
Both.
Both.
Well,
all Ben Folds.
All Ben Folds. Well, the reason I say because he's a very good songwriter, very good construction of like arrangements of the song.
Yeah.
Where it kind of like I don't know, like it just kind of like creates a cool story when it comes to the song.
Yep.
So
you got Weezer, you got Ben Folds.
I'm gonna throw a different one in. There's a guy named Childish Gambino.
Okay, yeah. Donald Glover.
Good old Donald Glover. Reason being is like when I first created this band, I've been listening to a lot of Childish Gambino, like early stuff, and then all of a sudden, like he got really personal, and then I kind of see that bled through where it just became real. I decided, I'm going to become real in my song lyrics rather than being all general of like, ooh, girl, I love you, and bubblegum kind of thing. Like, this one's like very personal and real, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'll intermingle with that.
Okay, nice.
If I had to put something on top of the frosting, Jack White.
Okay.
I love his stage presence. I love everything and how he writes. If you look up interviews or stuff like that,
he's a weirdo.
He's a weirdo, and which I am too, which is a great thing. No, it's cool because like on stage he has no set list whatsoever.
No, he comes up with it live. Yeah.
Comes up with it live, and I listened to one interview where it's like, sometimes like before he goes on stage, he like listens for the like when the audience are screaming or waiting for him, like Jack, whatever. Like he's looking for that like key, like everyone's in a monotone key of some sort. Sometimes it's a G, sometimes an E.
Yeah.
And when he hears it, it's like, all right, we're playing this song first, and he does it.
Jack White, interesting guy.
Interesting guy, and no, it's cool too, because I love that. So I kind of got like a little influenced on stuff with him. So like, I did my I went ahead and do the whole. I'm doing the whole no set list thing too.
Oh wow!
So when you see me live, like I try to clear my mind first and just go in, because like I don't know, I feel like performing live is a fun thing to do, especially here in Kansas City. But I want to be different, where I want everyone, rather than focusing on focusing on the band where it's like they're jumping in unison always on the one, or they practice their speeches in between, or where it's like, hey guys, what's up, we're blah blah blah, we're all those
guys,
kind
I've been working on my mid-song speech. Let me tell you how it goes.
I mean, look, people doing that, please do it. But then for me, it's like, I miss the idea that like when you see a band, like if something fucks up, like they will fix it, and then it's like fun to see when they fix it.
You like the spontaneous nature of it all.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. I can understand that. Yeah.
There was this one band I watched way back when at the Riot Room, also here in Kansas City.
Yes.
There's this one band, it's an all-female band, which they were fantastic, very rock and roll. But one of the guitarists, her string popped out of her thing, and she can't keep playing it and everything, but she's still going at it. And then during the bridge part, she put her mute pedal on, and then she just fixed the guitar, and then she automatically just goes back on the one. And I was like, that is genius.
Yeah.
I love that's like, when mistakes happen, something's going to happen, but how do you recover from it? I think that's just beautiful when it comes to like, human nature wise.
How long ago did you start Modern Day Fitzgerald?
2014, I believe.
Oh, wow. So you're 4 years.
We're coming out with our graduation.
Wow.
Yes.
Very nice.
I mean, like it was one of those things where it's like you started, but then you're learning the ropes.
Yeah.
You know, like you learn about like how to book shows or what's like how do you like talk to radio stations, how do you talk to other people, you know. It was a learning process through that point, but then, you know, we slowly got picked up and then became where I am now.
Well, you're reaching a point now because you were telling me before we even started recording, you're going to South by Southwest.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? Are you recording? Are you playing at a certain? You already know the location and everything.
Yeah, we're playing Mid-Coast Takeover.
Okay.
I think we're doing some other things in between. Everything needs to be finalized soon, but right now, yeah, we're doing a Mid-Coast Takeover where it's like Midwest Music Foundation here in Kansas City has a showcase at a place on 6th Street called Shangri-La, and they have like different musicians, like, you know. Who's coming here? Not a Planet's going to be there. I can't think of any other bands that's coming in because I'm blanking. But yeah, a lot of like Kansas City bands is going in. Also, like, you know, different Midwest music bands, like from Joplin to Chicago or something like that, all coming in, just like showing off.
Nice.
The showcase in Austin. It's like, hey, Midwest has good music. Check it out.
Right. So when is that?
It starts March 14th through the 17th.
Yeah.
Yes, Saturday. We're performing March 14th, the first night. We're performing like, I think 7:30 to 8 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, I should get 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes
of pure rock and roll.
The faces.
Yes.
In Austin, Texas. So being a Kansas City musician, being a band here in Kansas City, how would you... I've asked this question to other musicians before and other people. How do you feel the response of the local music scene is, let's say, now compared to maybe 2014? Do you feel like it's growing? Everybody always tells me they feel like it's growing. I want to hear your opinion. Opinion.
My opinion.
Yes.
It grew. It definitely grew a lot. Like, it created... There's now a community and now more of a family base. At the beginning, you know... It, like, everyone was doing their own thing at the very beginning. And, you know, like, sometimes you ask for advice and then sometimes they'll help you out. But then later on, like, everyone just started helping each other out. And, like, it became to a point where, like, Kansas City realized, like, oh, shit, we have a music scene here. Let's embrace it. And then, you know, now you got, like, Middle of the Map Fest. Now you have Boulevardia sporting out, like, different Kansas City musicians. Now you have, like... Midwest Music Foundation doing like different showcases, showing things off. Mills Record Company to Records with Merit record stores in Kansas City, where like they decided like let's show off more musicians and everything. Yeah. You know, it came to a point now where it's like, you know, at least on my height of success. I'm not,
you can say that. Yeah,
I'm not. I don't know. It's weird to say that.
Stay humble.
Yes. But no, like it's cool because like I can like now like there are some like people who are starting to slowly start up and like they don't know where to go. You're like, hey, if you ever need anything, let me know. And I'm very open to help anyone out. I'm here to like make sure everyone here like, who's very talented. I want to make sure they get value build up on top of them, and you know you show them off and everything.
Yeah. Where's your favorite place to play in town?
Favorite place to play in town would be.
I mean, can you play favorites? Are you allowed to do that? You don't want to like lose a booking.
Let me talk to my agent. Hold on. No, I would say at the moment, I love the Rhino. I think the Rhino's cool because, like I said before, it like creates that community in Kansas City. And like it's like it comes to a point where we're now like a bunch of my friends. We just go to the Rhino. And we're like, hey, is there any shows coming up? I don't care. Let's just go over there and check it out. And we do it. But it's fun to play there. Ben went, which I think he is
the only 2-time guest we've ever had on the podcast.
Challenge accepted.
He's a popular guy.
He's a great human being, and I love him to death. Like it's great because like he gives me so much feedback too. Like sometimes like when we perform, like it's like, hey, this works. Maybe for this one, we'll put more reverb next time, or something crazy like that. But he's just great to work with, and everything about that place is very professional, which you know I love. I would say right now the Rhino would be my favorite place to play.
Okay. Are you ever going to go on tour? Have you gone on tour?
I got on tour like a little bit, like nothing like too crazy where it's like a whole like, from New York to LA tour.
Right. You're not going the coast to coast tour yet.
Not yet.
Do you think you will?
I will at some point. I think at the moment right now is I want to make sure that I have enough content to make and show people that like, this is what Modern Day Fitzgerald is and everything. Rather than me like spending $1,000 and going on tour and get a tour van and breaking down and then whatnots. But that's the beauty too, People love that, and those are memories to make. But at the moment, I think we're going to just stick around here in Kansas City, maybe a little bit of Chicago, maybe a little bit of St. Louis, trying to like get all the college towns and everything.
There you go. Very nice. So now let's talk about. I want to know what. Okay, because in my mind, so when I had a band of my own many years ago, we're talking many years ago, I always found it hard as hell to find shows to play at.
Yes.
That was the hardest thing to do because A, no one knew of us as a band.
Yes.
B, you reach that point where you're like, I don't think we're worthy of playing a show. Like, these other guys, they play shows every other week. Why would I do it? How we had this conversation with Hank Weedle from So Far Sounds a while back. And, he was like, hey, the amount of places to play is continuing to grow.
Yes.
And the amount of opportunities to play is growing. So here's my question for you. Being the marketing guru for Modern Day Fitzgerald that you are.
Yes.
Do you have the possibility right now just to get on your phone and book a show? Could you find a place to play like tonight?
Probably, yeah.
Really?
Weirdly enough, I think I'm able to do that. Of course,
when back in my day,
yes,
could not be done.
Well, like, I guess going back to
I'm almost jealous. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
jealous.
No,
like, I guess it goes back to that previous conversation of like, back in 2014, what's different from then to now. I think then, like, there wasn't that many places to play, and if there were, it was like hard to get a draw coming in because the community was there, but I guess it wasn't like shown off until like previously now.
Yeah.
But no, it's funny that you mentioned booking shows because like my first show like that I ever booked, so I guess like way back when, I think 2013, 2014, I was a guitar tech for the band Not a Planet.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking like, how do you book shows? And the drummer Liam gave me his old previous emails of like how he did it.
Oh wow!
And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share that, but information.
Yeah, you can share that.
Okay, cool. So basically, it's this. It's first off, you wanna. It's like an elevator pitch, basically.
Yeah, right.
A 2-paragraph elevator pitch, but like very quick. So it's like, hey, my name is Mica-Elgin Vi. I represent Modern Day Fitzgerald, a band from Kansas City. We are a throwback to the late 50s, early 60s rock and roll band. Listen to our music here, SoundCloud and or Spotify.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, use like, hey, we're looking to play May of this year to June. If you have any available bills, please let me know. And then after that, you build value on the venue too. I love the venue. I love the fact it's intimate and
right. There's a template to this.
Yes. I mean, of course, you can mix it up in however you want, but that was the main one that he showed me, and I'm like, oh, cool. And like then you just do your best and build more connections with it. And one of my very first shows here in Kansas City was actually at the Record Bar.
Okay.
And it was really cool. Like after I booked that place and then got on stage, I was like, oh shit. Mumford & Sons played on this stage. Regina Spektor played on this stage. Oh my gosh. Ludo played on
You start thinking of all the people that have been there.
I kind of teared up a little bit. It's like, all right, I'm doing something. But no, it's like I guess the idea of like, booking shows is, building value on the actual place. Rather than like saying like everything is about you. A friend of mine showed me his template. It's like, hey, I'm I'm looking around for names. Trash Can.
Trash Can Butterfly.
Trash Can Butterfly. We're a punk rock band from Kansas City. First we started back in 2003, and it's like, name everything about themselves.
Yeah.
The venue doesn't want anything about that.
No,
they just want to know, are you able to draw a crowd?
Yeah.
If you're not, who are you able to help you draw a crowd? Are you going to do marketing? Are you going to do everything for that? That's what they're looking for, to my understanding, unless they change something.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. The venue wants bands that are going to bring people in, and that the bands will also help promote the venue. That makes total sense. See, man, I'm jealous because I'm thinking back in 2004, 2005, and we're trying to find a show, and the only place we could go was Leavenworth to Groundworks Coffee House.
Oh my god!
And you're just like, oh, this is horrible. My life is over. We can't play anywhere.
Well, it was I was like reading a little bit and whatnot about 2004 to then during the, I guess, MySpace years.
Yeah.
Shout out to MySpace and Zanga.
Yeah. Did you have a Zanga?
I did have a Zanga.
What was your Zanga name?
Oh God, I
remember mine very well.
What did I put? I put I think it was nerd_Elgin.
So mine was you need to touch me _ ouch. It doesn't exist anymore, sadly. It's gone. It's not
I want to
there.
look for my Zanga.
I think I saved them all. I think I copied them and put them all in a Word document because I reached a point where I was I don't think just should exist anymore. There's some really weird stuff on here, but I want to keep it because it was my first ever journal.
Memories. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was just insane, just because I don't know. I was a very hopeless romantic, so I was oh, the girl in class, she didn't talk to me today.
Mine was a lot of fart jokes.
Oh, see, I wish I was you. I wish I could do that, but I was just hopeless romantic, son of a gun kind of guy.
No, I think there were a couple because I remember Zanga was around probably my. How old are you? Can I ask that? Is it against the law? How old are you?
How old am I, Fudge? 28?
Okay, so you're 3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, so junior, senior year of Zanga and stuff, and then then Facebook started up when I got to college, and it was oh, no more Zanga, I don't need to worry about it anymore.
Yes.
But I remember writing some very it's the end of high school, and I'm so sad yet happy to move on to this new adventure in
Were
my
you that
life.
guy?
Yeah, but then at the end I'd just be just kidding, fart joke.
Okay, good.
A lot of fart jokes at the end.
I think I was that romantic guy too, but during that time of when I graduated high school, we had Facebook. Facebook was starting up. It was one of those during that time where it's you have to be invited from Facebook, from someone on Facebook to be in it. And I was so cool enough to be the one to get invited. But no,
Lucky.
I remember people actually writing that down. It's oh, having notes and then posting. It's oh my gosh, high school is over, but going to new memories. Shout out to my BFFs, blah, blah, blah.
It's the fun times.
The fun times.
The fun times. Are you originally from Kansas City?
I'm a military brat, meaning I lived in many places. So quick recap, I was born in Scotland.
Whoa.
Right? Left field, right?
That's way out of left field.
I was born in Scotland. My dad was in the Navy, so we got stationed over there. I was born there, moved to Key West, Florida.
Okay.
Moved to Yokosuka, Japan.
Wow.
For 8 or 9, 7 years. I don't know how long. It was long. But it was cool too because I lived in a military base, so I was able to have that Western pop culture of the 90s. So I was able to watch Nickelodeon. I was able to watch Disney.
Yeah.
But mixed in too with different Japanese channels. So I was the first one to watch Japanese Pokemon. They call it Pocket Monsters in Japan.
Okay.
So I watched that, but in Japanese, and
Pikachu.
Yeah, Pikachu. But no, lived and then moved during 2001 to Kansas City because most of my family here lives here. So, and after that, moved here in 7th grade and been here ever since.
Wow. You're all over the place, man.
Micah's life.
And so when did you decide, you know what, I want to go all in on a band? Were you always, like, because you said like early on
Yeah.
you were like a guitar tech and stuff, where you were always just like sitting back going like, oh, I want to play my own music, or was there like a tipping point where you're like, okay, we're going to go all in on this?
So, like, I've always been a big music guy way back when, like, but, you know, I was still kind of shy, so I was like, I've been jumping in, like, people's bands.
Yeah.
So I was like a bass player for this one band. It's this one band was sounded like Evanescence meets Paramore.
Oh, okay.
Has a chick lead singer.
Bring Me to Life.
Yes.
Okay.
I was the bass player for that one.
So what you're saying is you rocked out.
I rocked out. I also got kicked out.
Oh, okay. You were not hardcore enough?
No, I was too hardcore because I was jumping around on stage too much to the point where
it was taking away from her.
I did not say that.
Okay.
But yes.
Don't worry, I figured it out. You didn't have to say anything.
But after that, like, I've been in also like metal bands too. Like, I learned how to like metal chug.
Oh,
do that whole thing. Drop C.
Oh, wow.
Type thing. But still have my nerdy glasses, so I was able.
That guy's the most metal nerd I've ever seen.
No, but then, like, you know, I wanted to go all in, but then I didn't know how to do it. And then I remember watching. I went to college at Warrensburg at University of Central Missouri.
Yeah.
Good old place. And what happened was, like, I went to a show and I saw like a great lineup. It was Brave Fellow. I still remember just to this day. Brave Fellow, Not a Planet, and the Paperclips. When I saw Not a Planet that day, and they were Casey natives here. They're good brothers of mine too. What happened was that I saw them play it, and like they were just fantastic. Like, those are songs that I kind of want to play.
Right.
And then I reached out to them later on, like, you know, actually, like even before then, like, after their set, I went up to the lead singer Nathan. I was like, dude, what pedals are you using? I need to know now.
Yeah, right.
Let me know everything about your guitar rig. And after that, like, we just started talking back and forth, and then to the point where it's like, hey, do you want to work with us? So I was like, yeah.
So you didn't annoy him to death, basically.
I hope I didn't.
Well, they brought you in, so no, you didn't.
Yeah.
But most people would, I think, like, there's a point where you got to be like, oh, God, am I annoying him? I don't want to.
I don't want to be that guy, because
Right.
I can be annoying, but
At least you're modest.
humble. Stay humble, like you said.
Stay humble.
But no, and afterwards, after I see them how they do things, like on stage, it was fantastic, but behind the scenes, it was like them in like an office living room space. Like, one person is like emailing one thing, another person emailing another thing, another person trying to get radio interviews, all at once every day. And I was there. I was like looking at it. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So after that point on, I was like, I want to do this, but I want to do it right. So I decided to make Modern Day Fitzgerald to be that version of like, I'm doing this right. I'm trying to go all in.
Yeah.
So
how far are you from? I mean, are you all the way in right now? I mean, this isn't your main source of, like, I mean, it's your source of fun and your creative outlet. But I mean, is it like at that point where like, oh, you know what? Like, the next step is we put out an album or we go on tour, like, or is it more kind of like, hey, we're in that weird, like, what do you want the future to be? What do you want it to do?
the future. Oh, I know it's funny.
I know it's a very big question. But it's something you got to think about, right? Because all bands, you got to decide.
I talked to my my drummer about this the other day, actually. And so it's really weird that you mentioned that, because he's a filmmaker guy too.
Yeah.
He does freelance film work in KC, and we were talking about it, and we were like, it's like, you know, the main we talked about this main end goal, like the dream end goal is like, we want to have like a studio loft in KC where we're able to like record music, have one person do graphic designs, another person doing like video work, and then just put content out every day.
Wow.
You know, that's the main goal. And of course, income wise, we'll figure that out later, but that's just
right.
But overall, that's the dream goal. So right now we're in stage 3 of 10 stages.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I think.
So you got, okay, so 10 stages.
I think so, yeah.
All right, and you're in stage 3.
Stage 3, yeah.
Okay. So when's stage 4?
When stage 4, we'll check back with me in 7 months. We'll see.
Okay, very nice. We're gonna take a quick break. Get ready. I'm not gonna butcher your name. You ready?
Good.
We'll be right back here with Mica-Elgin Vi.
Yes.
Here in just a moment. I got it right. Mica-Elgin Vi. There we go. Perfect. High five. All right, we'll be right back here on the Kansas City Podcast. Hey, Cole here. Want to make sure you check out some of Modern Day Fitzgerald's music. Go to our website where we're going to have a link to some of their tunes. Also, we will be posting on our Facebook on Friday the link to their new single. So very exciting. If you want to hear some local music, make sure to check out our website, theKansasCityPodcast.com, and then always our Facebook, Kansas City Pod. Back to the show. Welcome back to the Kansas City Podcast. Cole Emberg. I'm here with Mica-Elgin Vi.
V.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's the last letter now. It's because it's VI, and so immediately I think Vi. Hold on, let me start over.
All right.
Welcome back to the Kansas City Podcast. Cole Emberg here with Mica-Elgin Vi.
What's up?
Modern Day Fitzgerald. Hey, I got a question for you. You know, earlier we were talking about Jack White.
Yes.
And so I've seen Jack White live many times.
Yes.
I saw Jack White with the White Stripes.
I'm jealous.
I saw Jack White with the Raconteurs.
Yes.
I saw Jack White with the Dead Weather.
Yes.
But I've never seen Jack White with Jack White.
I seen Jack White when Jack White.
Okay, you saw Jack White.
Yeah.
How do you feel about on his new tour that he is not allowing anyone to bring in a cell phone? Have you heard about this?
Yes, and he did it
He's done it at like smaller venues, but now he's like taking a big tour on the road, and you've got to like lock your cell phone up before you go in the venue.
I'm okay with it.
You're cool with it.
Well, here's my main thing with this one is because like when he performed over at the Midland way back when, he did the whole thing was like one of his stage reps came up, like, hey guys, don't take pictures, don't take videos, enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And now like he's going to take it away, like take cell phones away. I'm okay with it just because I meant like when we're in shows, we sometimes like, as audience, we want to like take pictures, to take videos. Sometimes we want to do the whole selfie Instagram thing, Snapchat where it's like, guys, I made it to Jack White. Woo.
Yeah.
No, but like I feel like
I'm guilty of all of those.
No, I am too. And it's because I'm a musician too, and like, but I'm guilty on doing all those things.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like during that time, like if you take everything away, you're actually going to be in the moment of the music itself. Now granted though, I think it's great for other bands to like encourage that bring your phones, take pictures of me, post them on the internet, do whatever. But I feel like for his kind of songs, like, you want to be in that moment to see like how he interacts with you.
So he's reached that level where it's like okay for him to tell you not to bring your cell phone.
I think so.
I think so too.
And it's
still weird. I still find it weird because it's kind of like it almost seems counterintuitive to me because you want to have people there to enjoy it and capture the moment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I also maybe that's just because now, like when I always go to a show, I always take a picture.
Yes.
I always take a picture and be like, yes, this is a concert that I was, and I even did that when I was younger, like going to concerts all the time, and I'd have my like little not disposable, but like my little digital camera.
Yep, I had those
and I would take my digital camera and take a whole bunch of photos and stuff, and like try to make it look cool and everything. But now I'm like sitting back and I'm like, no, I think I could do it. And be like okay with like forfeiting my cell phone and enjoying it, but at the same time, just like I wonder if this is a trend that's going to continue.
It's going to be harder for other. I feel like depending on the venue or depending on the artist. I know Jack White's a big advocate about that.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you want to be in that moment of the music where it's like I said, you want to like focus on, is Jack White going to make a mistake? Is he going to throw his guitar? You want to like what is he saying to the drummer? What's going on? You want to see all that interaction. Because if you're on your phone skimming through like like which girl is DMing me? Am I going to swipe left or swipe right on this Tinder app? Like, fuck all that. Like
that I'm cool with. That I'm like I don't want that. I don't want that. If I'm swiping on something during the show, like Instagram, if I'm going through photos or whatever, then I shouldn't even be at the show.
Exactly.
Like, you should be enjoying the show.
Well, here's the thing, like, because you're a musician too.
Yeah, kind of.
You are now a musician.
Thank you, sir.
I blessed you with that.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
no, but it's like I feel like we understand that.
Yeah.
Because we understand that, like, especially if you're in a stand-up club.
Yeah.
You understand, like, the struggle of, like, going up on stage and people laughing at your jokes or not laughing at your jokes. But then if you're going to see that one guy, like, looking at his phone, you're only concentrating on that person.
That little light coming up on their face, yes.
And, no, I feel like, with this one, because, like, when Jack White did come to the Midland, I put my phone, I turned it off and put it in my pocket. And I was enjoying the whole show itself. And it's cool, too, because, like, as much as you can go back through your phone and, like, look at those old memories, but, like, just the idea of, like, sitting down and then all of a sudden think about, oh, I remember when he played Fell in Love with a Girl. I remember when he played this song. Yeah. You're just making those memories and just it's there still.
Gotcha. Hey, Mica-Elgin Vi. Damn it.
I hope you're keeping all of this. This is amazing.
Hey, Mica-Elgin Vi. Do you want to take the Casey quiz?
Challenge accepted, yes.
All right, Mica-Elgin Vi. You know how this. There we go. God, man, I'll be honest. Let me open up the curtains here a little for the listener. It's early on a Sunday morning.
Yes.
Well, it's not Sunday morning much anymore, but it's like a Sunday. I had a long weekend.
Yes.
And I've been working hard on many things, work related, podcast related, and I feel absolutely horrible. I've butchered your name about 7 times now. I'm very sorry.
You're fine.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you 5 points to start out on the Casey quiz.
Before anything, like, what's the highest points that someone got?
50. 50 is the max.
Okay, if you're giving extra 5.
Okay, so you know how this works. You get points. Okay, if I ask you a question, you don't like the question, you can always say stupid question. And remember, folks, you can tweet us at Kansas City Pod if you would like your question added to the Casey quiz. Now, this is going to be interesting because you've lived in Kansas City for a long time now. You're going on like 17 years.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so there's some people a couple weeks ago, the guy had only been in town a couple years, but he had some good answers. But I consider you a very much so a case guy. You've been to a lot of different places, I imagine, playing music.
I am scared.
So here we go. You already got 5 points. You got nothing to lose.
Okay.
Your favorite restaurant that is not barbecue?
There was a restaurant before that's not here anymore. It's called Blanc Burgers.
Ah, yes.
They got closed down, which I'm very upset.
I went there. It was good.
It was good. I have a second answer to that because since if you want something else, but the reason why I like Blanc Burgers, like it
doesn't count. They're not there anymore.
Okay.
But go ahead. Why did you like Blanc Burgers?
It's just like I like spicy food, so they had like the great amount of jalapenos in this one, and then mixed in between. Everything's handmade. It was just perfect.
But now that that's closed,
I would say Lulu Thai noodles because I love spicy food and everything too. So it's great because it has that Thai atmosphere kind of thing, and great. They have your choices of like mild, hot, and blazing hot. Mica-Elgin Vi always gets blazing hot.
Okay.
And no, it's just that right amount of kick or makes you cry.
Very nice. All right. Favorite barbecue?
Favorite barbecue.
Yeah, did they have barbecue? Do you remember your time in like Scotland and in Japan? Like, do you remember much of it?
I don't remember. Okay, so I remember my time in Key West. I don't remember my time in Scotland.
Well, you were a baby.
I was a baby.
It'd probably be weird if you remember. I remember being in Scottish Highlands as a small baby.
It was great. I was in a stroller.
There you go.
It was cold. But no, when I was young in Key West, like, they didn't really have barbecue then. When I lived in Japan, they had teriyaki stuff and everything, which is great.
Yeah.
But when I came to the States at barbecue, perfect. I'm trying to think. I would say I have,
Barbecue is not like an overly spicy food. So
It's
if you're,
not.
No, so yeah.
It's very sweet. I would say Joe's. I think
Okay.
Joe's is one of my favorites. One there.
Joe's, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's my favorite too.
See, boom.
There you go. Perfect. 5 points. Well done.
Sweet.
Here we go. Your favorite place to see live music?
Favorite place?
This is a good question for you.
Where have I been going lately? I've been going to. I feel like I'm just giving so much of a shout out lately. The Rhino.
That's fine. We love the Rhino.
I love the Rhino. I mean, I love every other place too. I love the Midland, love the Brick. I love Uptown Theater, but something about the Rhino, just like you just go in and like you can see any kind of music you want, and then it's super easy just to, mingle with everybody, and you could just like sometimes for me, I'm that guy who's like just wants to be incognito, just watch the show, don't talk to anyone. I'm able to do that there, but I'm also able to go around and like listen to good music at the same time too. Great place to meet the other musicians and look at their pedal board and say, I want that. I want that. No, but
I'll buy that from you.
Yes. But that will be my answer.
All right. 4 points. I
Okay.
like that answer. Here we go. This one's going to be a little, it's going to be tailored specifically for you.
Oh.
Speaking of tailor, do you dress like this all the time? You're wearing like a suit. Like, is this like a suit?
It's a suit.
Yeah. Do you wear suits all the time? Are you like a fashionable guy, or is it because it's Sunday?
I mean,
and you got like this flowery kind of. I'm kind of impressed. I'm
Thank
over here
you.
wearing a sweatshirt and jeans, and you're dressed to the nines. It's like you're going out on the town at 2:00 on a Sunday.
well, I do have a cocktail date later on. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, but see, it's weird because I can't just say like I love dressing like this because I feel like that douchebag where it's like,
Right.
yeah, I like to get my stuff at.
Do
No,
you have mini suit jackets?
yes. Is
Okay.
that bad if I say yes?
No. That's what I'm saying. Because some people I can't pull off a suit jacket all the time. Like maybe once in a blue moon. It's just not. It's not my style. I can't do it. But you
No.
look like you're about to like go. You know what you look like? You're about to go out on a yacht.
I like that. Now I need to get a yacht.
All right. Well, back to the question.
Thank you. Sorry.
I just need to know. Like I said, I'm going to tailor this towards you. You can't say your own band.
Got it.
Your favorite local band.
Favorite local band.
I will put this caveat. Modern Day Fitzgerald is obviously your favorite because you're in that band.
I mean, they're pretty good, but I hear the lead singer is such a jerk, though.
Yeah, I heard he's got a really impronounceable name.
Yeah. God, change your name already.
God, this Mica-Elgin V.
Yay.
So, favorite local band?
Favorite local band at the moment would be... The only thing that's popping up on mine right now would actually be... Oh, now I have two now. Dang it, pop.
You can say two. It's cool.
All right, I would say Rachel Mallon of Wild Type.
All right.
Rachel's very cool because she's like... Everything about her lyrics is just, it's very personal, very vulnerable, but also has that catchy kind of like hooks and everything with the guitar part. Great live presence. Speaking of Childish Gambino, she did a Childish Gambino cover of Red Bone.
Oh.
And
Red Light.
it's funny because I performed that last year at South by.
Oh, really?
And her version is better than mine.
Oh, wow.
I will say it right now. Her version is so much better than mine. And
That's my...
feeling like you won't play right.
It's when I do my Childish Gambino impression of that song, I feel like I'm like a whining baby, like.
No, it's perfect.
All right.
No, but
Other than Rachel Mallon,
there's another band called Mama's Boy too.
Mama's Boy. I've never heard of Mama's Boy.
Oh gosh, there's
Great movie.
No, this band is cool. It's similar to Modern Day, like to us ish,
Okay.
but I feel like they do it better.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving so much praise to them right now.
You
But no,
are.
they have like good like beach rock kind of like reverb sound, and lyrics itself too is like very personable, so you can like relate to it even more. Yeah, they just like released some new music too, and I'm digging everything about it. That's been like Rachel Mallon and them has been on my Spotify at the moment in my car.
Okay. Is it Plaza or Plaza?
Plaza.
Plaza. Okay. Favorite ride at Worlds of Fun?
What it's called? Boomerang, right?
Boomerang's the orange one in the Africa section of the park. Makes no
Yeah.
sense why it's down there in Africa. Sorry, this is my World's Fun talk. But Boomerang's the orange one, the shuttle loop.
Got it. And
And then there's...
see, I like the Mamba. Okay, the Mamba's cool.
Yeah.
but I feel like it's overrated just because
It's up and down and up and
just
down.
up and down, up and down. But the boomerang word is like goes back from point A to point B, and it spins around. That's much more entertaining to me and much more of a thrill-seeking thing to do.
Okay, interesting. I'm only going to give you 1 point for that because no one likes the boomerang. What's wrong with you?
Okay, fine. What's yours?
Prowler.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. That makes sense. I like it rattled around, and just like fast speeds. Here we go. Your favorite local event. Got a favorite local event?
I'm going to say Middle of the Map Fest.
Ah, yes.
Because a music guy like me. No, it's super great because not only they celebrate Kansas City musicians, but then you see other kind of musicians too. And I created so much memories during that time. I saw OK Go at the Uptown Theater and made snow confetti angels on the ground.
All these memories.
Meeting a girl during Middle of the Map Fest.
Oh.
Her breaking my heart during the Middle of the Map Fest. No, but there's a lot of
all that and more.
A lot of that and more.
Wow.
But yeah, I'll say Middle of the Map Fest. There's so much going on, so much variety of music to go to, and I think if you have a bunch of friends who are music lovers, you can do so much from 6 o'clock in the evening all the way down to 1 o'clock in the morning.
Very nice. 5 points.
Sweet.
Your the best concert that you've ever seen in Kansas City. Best concert of all time.
Oh,
that
God.
you've been to here in Kansas City.
I'm narrowing it down in my mind.
If you got a top 3, I'll take a top 3 too. It's a tough question. I've seen so many shows in Kansas City, and I have a couple favorites, but I don't think I could pick my top.
Am I going to get points deducted if I did say top 3?
I don't know. The points are objective. I can do whatever I want.
Fair enough. I'll do top 3. One would be P-Lander Z. Have you heard about P-Lander Z?
P-Lander Z?
Yes.
That sounds familiar, but I'm drawing a blank.
Okay, so imagine this.
Okay. Imagine.
3 Power Rangers, or 3 or 4 Power Ranger looking people.
Okay.
All from Japan, by the way.
Okay.
Has different masks and different helmets.
Uh-huh.
And and it's easy punk, pop punk Ramones kind of thing, but it's all crowd participation. What? It's super weird. It's
I'm gonna have to look this up.
Look it up, but the last time they came here, they had a rope where they did a Congo line.
Okay.
And every audience was going underneath and playing with them. They did human bowling where the lead singer parted ways and jumped into the stage with the bowling pins. They did what else to do? Random stage divings. One of my first stage dives was with them.
Okay.
The last time they came in, they pulled me on stage and also a friend of mine. I was playing bass while they were doing shenanigans with the crowd. And
what?
It is okay. Next time they come in, they are coming back. I'm taking you personally with me to watch this.
I cannot wait. This sounds amazing.
It's on my calendar.
P-Lander Z.
P-Lander Z. Another one would be, I've been talking about this guy too much. Childish Gambino.
Okay.
They did a because of the internet kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's he plays all of his his previous album all the way straight through, and then encore played all of his old stuff. But then the stage presence was amazing. You get background. The background was switching from living room setting to computer setting to different that.
Yeah.
Everyone and who was there, I met strangers who we didn't never met, but we keep rapping the song together.
Yeah.
In our faces.
Yeah.
It was great.
Okay. Childish Gambino, P-Lander Z.
And then I would say Jack White.
Jack White. You know what? It's great. 10 points. Well done.
Sweets.
Here we go. Your favorite place to hang out. Your favorite local hangout.
Favorite local hangout. Previously, a bunch of friends and I, we've been going to Green Lady Lounge.
Okay.
It's great because especially it's weird. These last couple weeks I've been going there. I've been bumping into so many musicians.
Okay.
like just randomly, and then we just sat down and just like have like personalized talks, and then drinking old fashions and whatnot during that time. Great music, of course. It's always crowded, but it's always great to people watch during that time too.
Yeah.
I think last time we went there, we saw someone who was about to get dumped, but then the guy turned it around, and then they were making out right in front of us.
Oh, nice.
And then they left through an Uber, and we're like, "This is amazing."
It sounds like a hell of a time. 5 points.
Okay.
What is your favorite Kansas City fountain?
The one next to the plaza.
Peeing Boy?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right next to that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fun one, and it's great to take pictures there if you're bringing some like people who are not from Kansas City.
Yeah.
Take them there, take pictures. Like, oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Yeah, this is the only fountain I know of in the city of fountains.
Here we go. Bar chart, line chart, or pie chart? Which one you like?
Pie chart.
Pie chart. Why?
It's easy to read, I think. Yeah, it's easy to read. It reminds you of pumpkin pie, and yeah.
Brilliant. All right. 2 points. 2 questions left.
Okay.
What is the greatest Halloween costume you've ever seen in person?
Oh, God.
The greatest Halloween costume you've ever seen in person. This is a Twitter question.
Oh my God,
Because I imagine you're a party animal. You're always playing shows on Halloween or something. You know, you've probably seen some pretty crazy things.
It's funny because I'm like the most mellowed down person. That's just the funny
That's a lie.
That's just hilarious.
I'm not buying it, Mica-Elgin Vi.
Got
Got it right. Yes.
I want to say, speaking of Power Rangers, I saw the whole Power Ranger original force
Oh, wow.
with actual helmets and costume, and they were just walking around in the city like nothing. Like just casually.
Zordon.
Just casually walking, and I didn't get a chance to get my phone. I'm like, is this real?
Is this...
And then Tommy just like looked at me, saluted me, and kept walking away.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is not happening. But okay. But yeah, that was
Okay.
my answer. It was during Halloween too.
It's time for the Google Challenge.
Okay.
Google Challenge, you know how this works. I go to the Google machine, I type in something, and we let Google autofill. So I'm going to have you complete the autofill here
Okay.
today. I typed in modern day, and then it filled in. So obviously your band, Modern Day Fitzgerald. So you would hope that would be near the top if I typed in modern
It's
day.
not.
Okay, so what is the Google autofill? Modern day blank.
I
What
feel
is
like
it?
I did this a while back, but then my Google like automatically went to Modern Day Fitzgerald because I kept searching for me.
Right.
Oh. There's so many rap lyrics when it comes to modern day now.
I was really surprised by this one. I'm also kind of scared. Okay, I don't know if that's a hint, but
That's not helping me.
because it only came up with 2. There were only 2 that came up. What do you think?
I'm gonna. Oh God, this would be a wrong answer, but the only thing that's in my mind is modern day Pablo.
Modern day what?
Pablo, like Pablo. Right? Is that his name?
I have no idea. Modern day Pablo? Here we go. I'm gonna.
I don't know the
It's
answer.
not that. It's not that. I'm gonna show you what it is, and I'm
Please.
just. I want to capture your reaction first here before I say what it
Put my
is.
glasses back
You
on.
ready? It's modern day slavery, and then
What?
modern day witch hunts.
I'm so glad I got that wrong.
and last was modern day 0.
I am so glad I got this
that
wrong.
scares
That's really
me.
scary.
It scares me. I think we need to get your band more popular, so that
Yes.
that first one is
Why
not
is modern
there.
day slavery a thing?
I don't know why that's a thing. It's
Why is
freaking
modern day
scary
witch
as
hunts a
hell.
thing?
Modern day witch hunts I can get. I that one makes more sense. But yeah,
Cook.
that's
I'm done with life, guys.
uh,
That's it.
let's add up your points here for the KC quiz. Let's see. 10 divided by 2. Take the 1. Add 7 times 3. 40 points.
All right.
40 points. How do you feel about that?
I'm kind of mad I didn't get 50 because I'm very competitive, but I'll let it slide.
It's okay. We'll put you up on the leaderboard on the website, and
Sweet.
you can see where you landed at, because the leaderboard, it does exist. It's a thing. I always tell people to go check it out on the website. Mica-Elgin Vi.
Cool.
I got it right that time,
Yes,
right?
you did.
Thank you for taking the Casey quiz.
Thank you for letting me take it.
All right, Micah, we're nearing the end of our time today. It's been a whirlwind here at this beautiful Starbucks. I know that you enjoyed all the moments we've had here together.
I'm gonna cherish this moment for the longest time.
For the longest time. This is your time to sign. Man, I'm having a rough day. This is your time to shine, sir. You can plug whatever you want. Plug your new single, South by Southwest. Plug Modern Day Fitzgerald. Give the people the deets of how they can find you. Here you go. Ready and begin.
Yo, it's your boy, I gotta say it with a straight face. Hold on.
Okay.
Yo, it's your boy, Mica-Elgin Vi from Modern Day Fitzgerald. No, I'm kidding. We are releasing a single February 23rd called Where Did You Go? It's going to be on platforms of Spotify and iTunes and SoundCloud and YouTubes and Facebooks and all that fun stuff. We're also playing South by Southwest Midcoast Takeover March 14th at 7:30 to 8 p.m. in Shangri-La in Austin, Texas. I guess our next show, I think, is Friday the 13th in April at the Rhino, my favorite place. But yeah, if you haven't heard about me or haven't heard about us or anything like that, look us up at moderndayfitzgerald.net. We have a Facebook at Modern Day Fitzgerald, YouTube, Modern Day Fitzgerald, Instagram, Modern Day Fitzgerald, and Snapchat, Modern Day Fitzgerald. And Mica-Elgin Vi is my name.
Wait, why Modern Day Fitzgerald? What's the significance of the name?
Okay, so
I guess I should have started with this question, but we're gonna just wrap it up here with me asking this silly question that I should ask at the beginning.
It's not a silly question.
Well, no, it's not. It's silly that I'm asking it now and not right at the beginning.
Okay, so I've been a big Fitzgerald, F. Scott Fitzgerald fan and Hemingway fan. And
Okay.
During, now this is me being a literature nerd. During In Paris in the 20s, they always go out and about, them two and other writers. They go about and write novels, poetry, whatever, but at the same time go out on a night of drinking and partying and hanging out with each other and collaborating on ideas. A couple years back, I went to First Fridays. I did one of my second or third buskings over there.
Yeah.
And after that, packed my guitar, went up to Westport with a friend of mine, and we're just hanging out with some good people. And then all of a sudden, we went to the Foundry, and people started breakdancing for some apparent reason.
Okay.
Weird. And then I went outside, and I was like, this has been the best night of my life.
Oh.
Until now. And then I looked at my friends you know what? I feel like we're F. Scott Fitzgerald and Hemingway. And then my friends yeah, you're like modern day Hemingway. Yeah. What about modern day Fitzgerald?
Oh.
And I don't know, just that kept on with me later on in life. And then, I don't know, they just stuck with it. And then, I don't know, I like the idea that modern day Fitzgerald's a modern day Renaissance man.
Like it. Yeah.
So
very cool. That's a lot better than pulling your name out of a hat.
I tried that
story.
before. It didn't work out.
It doesn't work out.
No.
It doesn't work out. Remember, folks, you can find me on Twitter at Cole Lindbergh. You make sure to check out our website, thekansascitypodcast.com. Also on Facebook, Instagram at Kansas City Pod, Twitter at Kansas City Pod. Micah, it's been fantastic having you on the show today, sir. Thank you so much.
For me, too. I hope I didn't say anything stupid or anything like that.
You did great. The only person that looks stupid out of this interview is myself, because I screwed up your name so many times. But, such is life.
Such is life.
I'm excited to see what happens with Modern Day Fitzgerald. I'm excited for the new single. I'm excited to hear how South by Southwest goes. May have to come see you play at the Rhino.
I would love that.
It's very exciting. And so best of luck in the future, sir.
And we have to, on record now, we have to watch P. Lander Z.
When they come to town, reach out to me.
You got it.
We will go see P-Lander Z, and I will be blown away by whatever the hell it was you were talking about because it sounds insane.
But it's amazing.
Thanks a lot, folks. We'll see you next time here on the Kansas City Podcast.